Good morning, East Chicago. We're here on this balmy, snowy day, riding around. I'm here with Mrs. Monsi Corsbie, Public Works Director. She's giving me the bird's eye view of the city. She's showing me everything from her perspective of the city dealing with the snow. We're expecting another 6 inches of snow coming this way with high winds. We've been blessed to get new snowplow equipment, new trucks. Going into 2014, we look to enhance our fleet even more. So again, I just want to ride around this morning with Monsi, as she's affectionately called. Again, Monsi, you know, I leave from my house, I ride around, I see where the plows go. I see a combination of the bigger trucks, the smaller trucks, and the smaller trucks seem to be able to get in the tighter spots.
Correct.
Came over this morning, the bridge, all of the bridges was clear, so that was a godsend. But in this time, what is the number one thing you expect from the citizens or the residents?
What I expect from them,
yes,
is to just
that could be helpful.
That could be helpful. Is the first thing is that once the plows go through, what we're finding is that we're doing our best to keep everything open. If we come through your area and if you're plowed in, or if we go over and your driveway is not open, if they go ahead and if they want to open it, to please put the snow in the grass or on the other area, because what we're finding is, you know, although we don't want to block anybody in this type of snow, there's no way around it. So we get where the residents will pass by with the plow, and then the residents will take their snow out and then call back because we plowed them back in, but we don't mean to do that. So that's one of the things we want. The second thing is that we expect for the residents just to be patient with us. You know, when you have a snowfall like this, all we can do is just keep on and on. Just our main priority right now is just opening up the streets. We want the streets to be open so that way the cars can actually go through. Then after this settles down, then that's when we come in with the full force to curb it, so that way we open it up, so that way it's easier for especially the main drags for them to go ahead and park. And then the business areas too, just be patient, because we do go back and we open up their sidewalks so that way their business keeps rolling, and when the cars come, so you don't have the big hills to have to go over. But that comes later. But right now it's just to be patient. And you know, right now we're focusing on the snow. We're starting to get some calls with regards to our recycling and with our garbage. Everything is going to fall into place just with these next few days. Just give us time to focus on our streets. Now the main thing right now is what we do is we have to focus on the main drags, you know, through for the ambulance. So we have we have a group in East Chicago, we have a group in the harbor to make sure that the main drives are open, and then we go and we do the numbers, and then we do the names. The crews have been out all night, and they're going to continue to roll. The crews are the ones that are doing this. All we are here is just to make sure, just to see everything runs right, and you know, assist the residents. But I want to give the 100% to the crews. Every single one of the snowplow people that are out, all of the employees, they are taking pride in their work. I think right now we have probably a group that's on zombie action, but they'll continue. And you know, if they could, they'd continue, but they have to go home and rest, because we want everybody to stay fresh, because I don't see the snow slowing down soon.
Well, when you say give thanks where it's due, I also want to do that when it's times like this. These are the moments I find myself getting in the car. I go across this whole city every day. I ride across this city when I first get up. I canvass the whole city. I come back at the end of the day, of my work day. I go back, I canvass the city. And I was proud when I came across this bridge that we're coming to now, Columbus Street Bridge, and I seen our guys salting the bridge instead of waiting on the state, because sometimes people don't know that Columbus Drive, the state maintenance Columbus Drive,
correct,
when it comes to the potholes and everything, salting, plowing, this is a state thoroughfare. Same thing for Chicago Avenue, that's a state thoroughfare. Same thing for Indianapolis Boulevard, that's a state thoroughfare. And sometimes when they encountering all these potholes, then they want to associate it with us.
Correct.
And that we haven't done our job. But Public Works have been taking care of the potholes efficiently. They've been red on it with salting, but I was just humbled when I came and I saw them salting the bridge instead of saying, hey, that's their job. Yep. They looked at it and say, hey, let's lay this salt down now. The state will be coming sooner or later. And we did not have one accident on top of this bridge. And usually we get 2 or 3 of them in a situation like this. So
yeah,
they went beyond. And again, I want to thank your department for that.
Yes, they're great. And, you know, getting with that, let me tell you what happened last night. Last night we're over this same bridge. And I'm going over this because we really want to focus on the 2 bridges, because that's very dangerous. If this is icy, it could cause a lot of problems. So I had just went over the Riley Road, and I came over on this one. And as I'm coming over it, right at the top, there's a car in front of me that has no lights on and just literally just stopped in the middle. So I pulled up behind him because of the flashers to let the traffic in the back know that this car, there's no way you could see the car. So in the meantime, there's another car coming through, says something to this, pulls up to me and said that car was on fire. So the gentleman came out, and as he came out, I noticed and I said, oh, so I called the PD so they can get the fire department out. Then the car was on fire. It was in a big flame. So when the fire department came to set the fire out, the trucks, the police department couldn't get there fast enough because of the weather, but we had trucks there, so they literally blocked the bridge so that way no traffic could come on it. So then right after that, they were on standby. The car went away. Of course, what happens, there's all types of water there. So it didn't freeze. The trucks came and they were salting and salting and salting and salting, so that way it'll just melt through, and we ended up with no accidents.
Well, and you know, also, could you touch on this? A lot of times, people think that you can put salt down in any conditions. Are there some temperature variations in there where you can't put salt down, or you would just be wasting the salt to put it down? Yeah,
well, when it comes into wasting, what we do is we try not, when we're plowing in something like this, we don't keep salting, because if you put the plow through, you salt it, guess what? You're gonna have to come back, you're gonna have to plow it again. So that defeats the purpose. So what happens is, once we get everything open and then everything starts to die down, that's when we start salting. But even when we do that, they do the intersection, what they do, a pigeon drop. They just, as they're plowing, they just do it. And then right here on the intersections, you want to make sure you put a little bit more salt. So to say when they start putting the salts, as of right now, no, they're not doing anything, but they're putting salt on the bridges. Okay. That's it, because it's just a waste to put it down for the plow to come and just blow it out.
Now, can the temperatures be too cold to put salt down?
Oh, you got a gas key?
Or like if it's below zero, whatever.
Yeah, because if you put it down, it starts to melt and it's freezing. So what happens when the salt hits it, it starts to melt. As soon as it turns to water, the freezing point is going to freeze it up, so it doesn't make any sense to put it down either. But yes, it has to be at a certain temperature as well.
Okay. Yeah, and like I say, a lot of this we take for granted because you come out of your house and either it's done or it's not done, or this city is bigger than it looks. I tell people, this is 15 square miles. Literally we take care of 13 square miles of it. Some of it belong to the industries surrounding us. But when you just look at the interconnection of the streets, then you can double that amount of miles when you serpentine it through the streets to get it clean. Some areas like here, Perry Park, may be a little easier to clean because people have the driveways. They're pulling off of the street. But when you're coming down the street where people literally are parking on the street, you just serpentine going in and out, in and out.
That's it. And one thing is, before they used to focus a lot on the main drags. and the main streets. What we've done now with Public Works is we made it where we get the big trucks to do all the big things, but every time we have a big truck out now, we try to bring the smaller trucks out so they can take care of Prairie Park, Guadalupe, Sunnyside, Marktown, because what happened was in the past, and of course, this is just the way it's being directed. Now, my thing was, I was always, well, by the time they got to these areas here, it was loaded. It would be up to there. See, now you can tell they've been through here.
Yes.
So it's not like if they've been neglected, and we would get that. We would get the Marktown residents. We would get the Prairie Park and Sunnyside. Hey, ours haven't been touched, and their trucks have been out all day. Because they had the bigger trucks, and we need the smaller ones to go into these areas. So hopefully the residents will see that the difference in that, where we're using the smaller trucks now so they can target some of these I call them the small communities, the little communities within our city.
So now that we've combined Public Works, you're over what departments now?
Well, its responsibility is for the snow removal, for the garbage collection, the recycling, the street sweeping,
Parks.
the parks, graffiti removal, the potholes, the patches.
Woo, she's a superhero. Superwoman.
And I'll just stop there. That's half of it. See, we have this other truck here.
Yeah.
It's too big for him to come through here. So, how's it going?
Hey. Hello.
How you doing, brother? How's everything going?
Doing great.
Good?
Doing great.
It looks good.
Staying on top of it.
What's the number? This is one of the new trucks that we just recently purchased. What's the number one issue you running into?
Staying in front of the storm, keeping the main drags open.
Yeah, I'm out there now. I want to see how the other half lives and works. And you guys, like I say, lifesavers. I told the man I'm humble when I see you guys go. Monsi told me how you guys working with your eyes halfway open because you're just trying to stay ahead of the snow. So, again, I just personally want to thank you.
Hey, we're gonna regroup at noon.
Okay.
Okay, after lunch.
All right.
I wanted to get them some coffee, chocolate, whatever need, and then get that to me.
I sure will. Okay, that's
We can stop and
appreciated.
get them coffee, whatever they need. Chocolate.
Well, we have that group that's been working all night. So what's happening is, by law, they can no longer work after 11. So they got to go home so they can get their rest. But we had the second part that is working, and they can keep on and they can continue until their time is up. So then what happens is that allows the other group to be refreshed and be ready, because I really think that once this dies down, I don't know, you see, every time you think it's going to die down, it just comes more.
And with the drifting, the blowing drifting snow too. I mean,
it's just that lake effect that's going to take over.
now you know, when we had to reduce the workforce, we went through our financial troubles, and now things are stable. We were able to hire 25 additional people for part-time labor.
Correct.
Has that helped?
That helped enormously. I mean, it just helped, because what we do now is we're able to grab them. Because, okay, I'll give you an example. You have a group that drives the garbage truck. In a case like this, what we would have to do is we would have to pull them from taking care of the streets to pick up the garbage. Now with this group that we have, we're able to continue with our garbage collection, pull the workforce from the picking up the trash, putting the part-timers behind the truck to help to drive, and then the other employees who know how to snowplow, they go on the small dumps and then they're ready to roll. And then we can take care of the police department, with the municipalities, water department, city hall. We're able to use that force to go ahead and take care of it. See, like for example, this here, we're not worried about this right now. We have to open up this, even though this is the state. We do come back because the residents have to walk on that sidewalk. So then we have to come back to clean that up. I'm just kind of going around the main drags just to see and make sure that they're open. And
but
again,
like I say, so nothing get lost here. We're saying the number one thing to the residents is, when the snowplow come through and it blocks up your sidewalk or your driveway, and you find yourself having to go back out there, please do not throw it in the streets.
Do not.
Throw it on your lawn. Throw
Yes.
it off to the side on either left or right of the driveway, up on the easement. And this will keep us from doing this mad tangle of you throw it out, we throw it back. You throw it out, we throw it back. And no one wins that dance.
No, they don't. They don't.
But you know what I noticed, Monsi? I noticed how wide the streets. They've opened the streets wide open. Look at this street. If these cars was not there, all of this would be removed. But again, you can't make everybody.
And that'll be second phase.
Yes.
What'll happen is once everything dies down, we'll start posting. They can't park here. So what happens is we the PD's real good when we do that. They start doing their sirens. The cars move, and we're able to open it up, and then we have to haul the snow off. And then it open. But like you said, and the reason for this is because we were able to go ahead and use the big trucks, the 6 brand new trucks that you purchased, so we can have more of a workforce to put them out here. At the same time, bringing the smaller trucks in to not forget about the others. See, like this right here, they took it out. This
and they're going to come and push it.
And they're going to see he's plowing it.
He's throwing it right back.
They're going to throw it right back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they don't understand. But yeah, you can look straight down all of the streets. You could tell where the plows have already gone.
I just like
through.
how wide it is.
It's
I mean,
wide.
every chance they can get it from curb to curb where there's,
They
there's
did it.
nobody parking, they've went curb to curb. But again, here you have a car, you got a serpentine around it, then that leaves a big gap because he can't maneuver in between. Again, but every place where there's no car, you can see.
You can see
they've widened it to the maximum. So, and again, you could never get it and keep it down at grade level all the way down to where the street has nothing on it because, like you say, look, I mean, the snow coming down at a 45-degree angle that the wind is blowing
the
so
truck
hard.
just went through it. See, he's down there. And you could, like I said, you could tell where it's open.
Yes.
But then you could tell where it's starting to fall back again.
Yes.
You want to get this back window?
Let's get some footage of whoever it is down on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there right now.
What do you love about your job?
It keeps me busy. It keeps me busy.
What do you hate about your job?
It keeps me busy. No, I just like, I like my job. I mean, I've been here for a long time, and it's like the only thing new is this. But as far as the garbage and the recycling, that's always been what I've known. And one of the things when the whole public works, and the employees can tell you, one of the biggest things was, I don't know if I'm gonna, that snow, that's gonna be a doozy for me because that's just like, I'm in a panic. They said, no, everything's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be okay. This is like the worst one. The last 3 years hasn't even been this bad. But thank God that the employees, they know what they're doing.
Yes.
They know what they're doing.
And as you can see, this year we were able to bring everybody back off of furlough day.
Yep.
So now they're on a full work schedule. We've been able to give them a bonus. Our financial picture is getting healthy, and I just tell everybody, as we slowly restore the financial health of the city, people are going to see their income go up. People are going to see more benefits. We're in a position now to buy newer equipment to make their jobs more efficient. Like I said, with the one-arm trucks, we can send one man out literally to take care of area where we used to have to send 3.
Yep.
And all of that is going to help us maximize and be efficient on how we clean our city. But it still comes down to the men and the women.
Yep.
I mean, they the heart and soul of everything.
Yeah.
They're the heart and soul of everything. That's why I tell them all the time, I'm just humbled. I see them go out like no limit soldiers, do their jobs. When times was hard, they still took that same work ethic of I'm going to get it done.
Yep.
I still seen them go out and give you everything they had, Monsi.
They sure
did. And I think that's a testament to leadership. I mean, I see they have an affection for you,
and I do for them.
Yes. And I've seen that when you guys break bread together, everything else. And every time I'm in that atmosphere, you know, it humbles me and tell me I got to get stuff done and run the city financially tighter so that we can pass this on to them, because they give us all they got. I mean, I see it every day.
And if you notice, they know, I don't know if you were watching, they know exactly where all of the potholes and the dips were. Right there where we just went through that dip. He lifted up. They know where everything is at. They just see how they teamwork. Okay.
Okay, you get a ticket.
Okay.
I tell them that you.
I get a pass. But I mean, if you notice, look, as we're driving.
Yeah, like I say,
it's
where
not
no cars at.
And no slipper. I mean,
curb to curb.
They're keeping up with it, so it's not, we don't have that sliding. We've been, you know, knock on wood, we've been driving this whole time and we've been doing good.
Well, that could be because of the four-wheel action that you have in your new vehicle that we purchased.
Is that what it is? I don't have it in four-wheel drive, though. See, look at the snow, and this is the lake effect. And getting back to the responsibilities of the state and such, and I think this is exactly where they're going.
Yes.
When I was going to pick you and Steve up on the radio, Ameristar had called because their bridge was, it's bad. So I heard Lenny dispatch. Well, that's not us, that's the state. And look at where are they going? They're going to go help them out.
And that's part of the relationship.
That's it.
I mean, that's part of it. And you know, Ameristar have told me that back in the summertime when we were going cleaning the bridge, taking our sweepers over there to sweep it, keep everything open, because, you know, hey, I mean, Ameristar gives the city of East Chicago $18 million annually.
Exactly.
And only a fool will kill a golden goose. I mean,
and see,
you know,
and they're right,
but
behind.
But it's part of that relationship. Just like we've been talking to them about some of the enhancements that we want to do with the lakefront project. When we put in the water park out here, we needed them to turn back over some lease agreements. They were there, but that's what happens when you have a good relationship of each one taking care of the other.
That's it.
You know? Yeah,
don't panic. I got your back.
See, because like here with the blowing, drifting snow,
it's just constant, and so again, Ameristar called, and here they are to help out. But I don't know which trucks they have. I want to make sure that I don't think the one in front is putting salt down. I see the one in the back dripping a little bit. 100 to 400.
400, go ahead.
400. Who's over here at Ameristar doing the bridge here?
I believe it's Carter.
Good. Okay.
Bruce Carter.
Okay, good. Carter, are you in front or in back?
In the front.
10-4. Carter, you're not spreading salt, just in the back, correct?
Damn boy.
10-4. Thank you. I'm right behind you. You press that button. Press that button right there.
Carter, this is the mayor. I've been following you for about 10 blocks. You look like you know what you're doing. This is Mayor Copeland to Carter. Carter, I've been watching you for about 10 blocks. It looked like you know what you're doing. Look like you've done this before.
You don't want to go.
No, it's just the first year.
No, man, I'm out today riding around looking at you guys, man. Every time I stop a truck, I like to tell you guys, man, you just do excellent work, brother. You give us all you got day in, day out, and I just wanted to say thank you. Citizens, if I can speak for all of them, we just want to say we love you and thank you.
He's one that's been up all night, so he's in zombie mode right now. There goes Cynthia. You got it, Cynthia?
And right behind truck number 121 is 126.
That's it.
That's one of our lady drivers. You can see, you don't see no interruption at the skill level. They're all well trained. They give us all they got. Ladies and gentlemen, again, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
Yeah, they're zombie mode.
Go around her for a second. We just, oh, is that too dangerous? Get her right there, Steve. How you doing, Cynthia? Hey, I want to ask you, what's the number one problem you running into? Traffic. Traffic? Traffic? Okay, like I told you, just want a person to say thank you. Like I say, you guys do good. Okay? And I won't forget. Okay.
400. No one's keen, bitch. We got a lot of traffic here.
Let's see if we get Bruce, get lift footage of Bruce and maybe
Stand by,
we
got
get
somebody
out.
around. He said he's in route.
Oh, well, you can't get around him.
10-4.
She did, so. Oh, that's that thing right there.
Yeah, the middle.
Larry to Carter, Melinda, Beth, Simon.
You want to get the spec one?
Pardon me?
You want to put up the spec?
Yeah.
Tried to handle about 11:15, 10-4.
Background noise.
And that's what you were saying about 11, they have to trail?
They have to start coming in. They have to clock out. There's no way around that.
And you know what too, Monsi? I remember before I got here, a lot of this snow work that they used to privatize it.
Yep.
And now
Yep.
now our guys do all of it, you know,
Yep.
and that was a promise I made them, that before we call anybody else out for help, that I would let them do it as long as they can do it, as well as they can do it, that they can do all of it. And the money that we save by not having to privatize allows us to have that part-time
Yes.
workforce, to enhance them, to give them more bodies to throw at a problem. But again, they haven't missed a beat.
No,
I mean,
they haven't. They
missed a
haven't.
beat.
I'm trying to get on the side for him. Get on this side. Here we go. See if you can get him, Steve.
All right, I see you getting ready to call it a day. I see you getting ready to call it a day. Hey, what's the number one problem you running into? Ain't nothing you can't handle? Thank you, Bruce.
She's
Couple
been
years,
she transferred over.
Oh,
She-
yeah, bus. She was bus driver.
Yeah, she was
that's
at
right.
bus transit. She transferred
Okay.
over, and I'll tell you what, she has. She transferred over to be a driver for the dump truck.
Okay.
But since she's done that, she's learned how to street sweep. She's learned how to plow. She's both of the girls that we have
Okay.
that are in the dump. They're learning how to operate everything. The next one they want to learn is they want to learn how to operate the payloader. Them two,
Ah, okay.
they go full force. Some of the men got to run. They got something to
Yeah.
watch out for because here they come. And you know, and I love it because you know I'm a woman myself. So whenever I could see this, it just makes me happy. You know, they don't limit themselves. They don't limit themselves to nothing.
And you know what, too? I notice whenever you have different events that I come to, I don't see no animosity.
None.
I see mutual respect across the workforce for each other.
It
I
works.
see the camaraderie.
It really works.
I mean, it just oozes out of all of them, you know. Usually, that's something people can't fake,
No.
you know, because when they start personalizing things, you know, it just comes out no matter how they try to hide it. But I've never gotten that. And since I've been here, I've been to your Christmas party. I've been to when you give your
Cookouts.
2 annual cookouts, and that's I've seen the mesh.
And that's from me.
Yeah.
You know, I that's from me. I give this to them. That's always, and I always tell them that's my thank you to them for everything that they do.
Well, like I said, I just wanted to say thank you for giving me a tour, letting me see, put your shoes on and see what you do for the city. I think that's the only way that they say it's a poor general who don't go out amongst his soldiers, because that's the only way you're truly going to see what the workforce does. And again, it just reminds me of my responsibility to make them whole for the years that we've been going in the lean time. So, you know, if 2014 is going to be an indication of a continuation from 13, then we should truly have a blessed year. So I would just like to personally thank you.
Thank you.
And what you and your guys do for us. And, you know, from me to the residents, thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Monica Santos.
And what are you responsible for?
I am the payroll clerk in the office, and I do take calls, and I do take residents' complaints, and I do dispatch to the guys.
It's cool.
What's one of the #1 complaints you guys get?
Right now, people are concerned about their garbage, even though we have all of the snow that's coming down right now. They're calling because of the garbage pickup was delayed from yesterday's holiday. But really, we haven't had that many complaints, so the crews evidently are doing a great job.
Are you coming out, and you go like this, till
Yep.
you go to the bottom, then you come back?
Yep. You go down. You know what? I like to go here. Okay. Also, can you come out? Yes. Let's just give you an example. Yes, yes, yes. Refuse, refuse, yes. Okay. So that's the crew that we're working with. So now the next day, you go down. Okay. Can you come out? Yes, no. Can you come out? Yes. These are just CDLs. Yes, no. We stop here. The next go around, we start from here. Can you come out? Can you come out? Can you come out? Yes, no. And you start back again. It's just a continue rotation. Eddie, what?
How you doing? Good. How you doing, man?
Hi, zombie. He's one of our zombies right now.
Have a seat, guys. No, I told her we were just coming to get a little footage. We was riding around. Basically, I wanted to just say thank you. But because from when I laid down this morning, got up this morning, everything, I just see the consistency of what you guys do. But more than that, I think a lot of times, people like myself, or even just the everyday working person, or resident homeowner, don't know what you guys are encountering. Like I say, I go down the street and I see, you just go through and I see somebody throwing a red back out, and so I know some of this is getting lost in translation. So we just want a few words.
You gotta hit it right off the head, Mayor. I know it's frustrating for some of the residents. You're digging your car out and they're digging it out and they're throwing it right in the street. And what do you think that we're doing as far as the snow plowers? They're coming right back and are pushing it right back, getting frustrated. So if we could just tell the residents to please put it, next to the sidewalk, if you can put it there, because we have to clean the streets and that's where it's going. You're putting it in the street and it's going right back. So if you could maybe possibly put it in the parkway, it would probably save yourself a lot of work.
And especially when people are paying other people to come and do it, and
Correct.
Well, you have to explain to that person that that you're going to pay to shovel it. You have to tell them, hey, put it in the easement. Like you say, to the left or to the right. Don't throw it out in the street. And the person, a lady called me this morning. I just paid $30 and they came right. And then when I explained it to her, we sent somebody out there and we got the problem taken care of. But then she saw the error of the ways. Even if she's paying someone, you still should tell that person, hey, look, put it over here and a wonderful thing will happen. You'll see. that it won't be a continuation of them
I
throwing
see
it.
School City doing it this morning with snowboards. And dude, what are you doing? Well, he thrown it in the street. It's gonna come right back. You got all this grass. Throw it in the grass.
Throw it in the grass. Yeah. And you know, I'm glad you said that, because then we can send that message to School City to just tell them. I mean, you know, even within our own departments and other agencies of the city.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. Something that simple. So I'm glad.
Yeah, and right now it's the way it's been snowing. It's coming down so fast. Everything's been plowed. I know you're used to having it curb to curb so people can park. But at this point right now, we're just trying to open up the streets and keep them open. The main drags for the ambulances and the other services. So just be patient with us. We're out there. They've been working very hard around the clock. So just be patient, and we'll make sure that we get to curb as soon as it kind of stops snowing, so we can just kind of keep the main drags open.
And since Christmas just passed, I think I might as well ask you guys, is it equipment-wise, is it anything that you guys see that you need so we stay ahead of the curve on giving you the equipment that you need to do your job efficiently? If you had one wish, is it one thing you could say, Mayor, get me this?
Some of the equipment is old. I mean, it should be replaced. You know. A lot of stuff we bought from Park Department, it's a little old. It should be replaced and that. But
Yeah, as far as the big trucks on the street, we did get those 6 brand new ones, so that helps tremendously right there. Yeah, and then we do have a little newer fleet of some of the smaller stuff. Some of the stuff we did inquire from the Park Department is a little aged, but I know we'll be working on that.
The one thing I can tell you, if you get with Monsi and Lenny, you guys compile the list, get it to us. And I told you my commitment from day one is that we're gonna get the equipment. We're in a position now, I would say, to alleviate some of these things you're talking about. Let's do it early before that money get committed someplace else. So I'm caught on camera. I'm giving you my word to say, if you get me this list by January, we allocate those dollars to alleviate some of the problems, get you some of that equipment. But overall, how about just maintenance of the equipment, just keeping up with the general maintenance? Breakdown.
Most of the stuff's pretty good. It's just when you get to like most of our stuff, our trucks that we bring with us, they're over 10 years old already. So then you start putting into it, but other than that, they still work good. The plows are working.
So with our vendors, you're not seeing no problems with the vendors as far as turnaround for when something breaks and getting it done?
No, everything has been really good. And a lot of the newer stuff is still under warranty, so that's a plus for us. And a lot of the newer equipment is kind of specialized, so we have no other choice but to send it back to the actual manufacturer. So turnaround's been real good.
Okay. Well, like I said, I just want to see the other side, and we want to do little footage so we can get it out to the people and just let them know. I think this too will pass if we all work together. You know, so that's what I really want to get the message out there. No one can say it better than you guys. So, you know, I think I know, but I don't. I saw that today when I rode around with Monsi. I just looked and I just said, wow, man. I just got humbled every time I would go. And just to let you know, it made me know what my commitment should be when it comes to rewarding the things that you guys do. So,
and the man, when they see it's storm like that, they all work together. They talk to each other, you know. Over here, they like this.
They know what they're doing.
They got each other's backs.
Yep, they do.
They're telling people on the radios about manholes. There's a big one here. Watch it, slow down.
Some of the older guys, they know where everything's at.
Well, I saw that firsthand. We were following some trucks behind Guthrie. And I knew that one spot because it had a leak. And I just watched the trucks. I said, I'm going to see. Man, they came and they lifted just up in time. Shoot. Then passed that about 3 feet, let it right back down.
And that says a lot.
Yes.
For them to actually just be driving and knowing exactly, I mean, with the plow, with snow on top of it, knowing exactly when to do it, that says a lot. They know their job.
So again, just want to say thank you from me, the residents. We just want to say thank you for the job you do.
You're welcome.
Okay? Okay. Thank you.